fix it.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tight End Talk. I'm here with Seth. This is going to be week 2 for us. Week 1 was a little iffy, but week 2 is going to be hopefully a blast. So, Seth, how'd you feel about week 7?
It was great.
It was great for me as well.
Patriots
beat the absolute crap out of the Jets. I went to the Cowboys game, Cowboys-Eagles. It was very awesome, 37-10. Exactly what I wanted out of a game. We haven't lost a division game yet, so we'll get to those at the end. But I thought we would start with Chiefs-Broncos, which we kind of covered on last week's.
Yeah, we were in the middle of watching it while we were recording.
As soon as
Mahomes go down.
Yeah, Mahomes went down as soon as we started, which was scary.
Yeah, that was rough.
But I don't think he's gonna play this week.
I don't care if he's practicing or not. That man should not step foot on a football field this week.
Even if it's Sunday Night Football in Arrowhead.
Well, they've lost 2 in a row at Arrowhead.
Yeah.
And now they're playing, I think, a better team with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Yeah, I have them winning, but
The Packers.
Either way, Chiefs-Broncos was a pretty boring game because even with Mahomes getting hurt, I think they were already up 20-6.
Something like that. Yeah, it was bad.
So,
yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, Matt Moore came in. Matt Moore's gonna have to play against Aaron Rodgers. That's probably not gonna go well. But there's not too much about this Thursday game because it's Chiefs-Broncos. Chiefs are probably gonna continue to be good when Mahomes is in.
Not great when Mahomes isn't.
No, he's pretty much the backbone of the team.
Because Matt Moore is bad.
He's really, really bad.
18-18 as a starter, I think they said.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Now. So he's about to be 18-19 most likely. But
I hope so.
We'll see. So the next on this schedule is Packers-Raiders. Now, a lot of these Sunday games, I tried to watch as much as I could.
You were in the car.
I was in the car, but I have Red Zone on my phone, so it just depended on how good my mobile coverage
was.
Because half the time when I was in crap hole Oklahoma, it was tough. But once I got into Texas, it got better. But most of these games I still watch. I checked out. Packers-Raiders, 42-24 Packers. I think you expected that. I expected that.
Yeah. I think I picked the Packers in that.
Yeah. The Raiders are... Yeah. The Raiders are iffy. Sometimes they're going to dominate. And sometimes,
they're like the Titans. They're either going to...
Or the Texans
beat a team
even.
by 21 points, or they're going to lose by 21.
You never know.
They never win by 3.
No. There's
or
never...
lose by 3. It's a slaughtering of either side.
Which...
It's bad.
That's what makes it so hard to pick these games, though, too, is half these teams, I look at it and I'm like, they could get blown out or they could literally blow anybody out, and it just, you never know.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
I think, Aaron Rodgers had 5 touchdowns in this game?
He threw 5 and had a rushing. So he had 6 total touchdowns.
Which is ridiculous.
Absurd.
Let me see. Where's my stats at? Oh, here we are. Aaron Rodgers, 25 for 31, 429 yards, 5 touchdowns. So he lit up the fantasy board, and they won. Which is kind of what I expected. And then Derek Carr was 22 for 28, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Really not a bad day. Josh Jacobs, 21 for 124, which he's going to put those out there.
I think Josh Jacobs got hurt, and I'm pretty sure...
He did, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Derek Carr fumbled at the goal line on a rushing touchdown.
He did,
He got a touchback.
Yeah, so a couple things...
Which is a dumb rule.
Yeah, it is, but... NFL is
the NFL.
Bunch of bad refs, bunch of bad rules. So that game was interesting to watch at the start, but it kind of just really went downhill once Aaron Rodgers just took over the game. So
yeah. Rams
Falcons, which was 37-10 Rams, is a blowout.
Yep, I pretty much expected that. The Falcons are bad.
They're 1-6 now.
Matt Ryan is not bad.
No,
a lot of people think
he's really not.
He's pretty okay.
Shout
out to his ankle, though.
He's better than he was in that game. He's going up. He's better than the quarterback he's going up against, but he doesn't have the team around him. That
Jared Goff is garbage.
He's really bad, but it doesn't have a team. But it really, I mean, they scored 37, but I feel like a lot of it was defense, or it was about even.
Yeah, I mean they also Matt Schaub. I don't know how much Matt Schaub had to play, but.
Yeah,
him having to play is not going to make that game any more fun to watch.
Closer. Matt Schaub was 6 for 6, 65 yards, 1 touchdown.
That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, Matt Ryan, 16 for 27, 159, 1 interception, 0 touchdowns. Glad I did not start him in fantasy. But that's about it. Austin Hooper had a touchdown. And then Gurley had 41 yards on 18 carries because his knees are shot. Jared Goff had a rush and a touchdown, but it still went the way I expected. The Rams were trying to find their identity as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
After losing, getting beat by the Buccaneers, who threw for like 500 yards, damn near
60 on them.
Yeah. So they've had a couple rough weeks. The Falcons are going to continue to be bad. If you watch football, you know they're going to continue to be bad.
Oh yeah, it's going to be rough. Sorry, Falcons fans.
Yeah, the Rams.
Super Bowl 51 ruined you.
I don't think the Rams are going to win this division, but
I don't think the Rams are making the playoffs.
No, but I think they're still gonna beat the bad teams and lose to the good teams.
Unless Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt.
Yeah, unless something happens to the Seahawks or the 49ers, which I don't imagine, because Garoppolo doesn't do a whole lot in his games. So,
not since he tore his ACL last year.
Yeah, which this is the next game in line. 49ers 9, Redskins 0.
Yeah, that game was played in the rain.
It was pouring in DC. I saw players like sliding on the field and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
It looked gross.
I saw a bunch of missed field goals, which is what I expected. Because
I started Robbie Gould like an idiot.
Well, you didn't. Well, you should have checked the weather report before you made that choice. But
I have a new kicker this week, so I don't have to worry about it.
Hopefully your team gets one as well. Anyways, not a whole lot going on. I don't think there was a single touchdown scored. Robbie Gould did have three kicks. Really not much going on here as far as receiving or anything. Garoppolo was 12 for 21, 151, one interception.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, and then good old Case Keenum was 9 for 12, 77, and they didn't really have the ball much after that. Peterson went for 81, but I'm pretty sure he got hurt, so it's whatever. 49ers are going to continue to be good. That game was a snooze fest.
Yeah, I was just reading. Adrian Peterson has like an ankle injury. It looks like he's trying to play tonight, but
I don't expect him to.
He's playing the Vikings, though. He's going to want to play.
That's true. I think the Vikings are going to win that game tonight, but we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah. Texans Colts 30-23. This one was
controversial.
Yeah, it was still it was an exciting game.
I like the Colts.
I do too.
I like Jacoby Brissett a lot.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Jacoby Brissett's
so good.
Stats against the Texans, who defense is solid, I would say. J.J. Watt's on the team, so I mean...
J.J. Watt's still good.
He's still solid. Their defense isn't crazy, but Brissett was 26 for 39, 326 yards, 4 TDs, no interceptions. He's a product of the Belichick system, and you're seeing it right here. So.
He was not good in his tenure in New England.
No, he wasn't, but...
He was real bad. But I hated him in New England. But then when they got rid of him and they got Philip Dorsett, I was like, all right, this was a terrible trade. And now Philip Dorsett's fine. And
he does okay. Philip Dorsett isn't like trash, so. But
yeah, he's better now.
Yeah,
but the Colts really lucked out. Literally. I did not mean to make that point.
I wasn't sure if you did or not.
But no, they really lucked out. Having Andrew Luck, they would have been way better.
Oh yeah, easily.
But
he's like a 92 in Madden. Like he's still good.
Yeah, he was like the third.
He would have been like a top 5 quarterback for me this year.
Yeah, Yeah. He would have been really good. But shout out to injuries and him being like, "Nah, I'm good."
Did Brissett get hurt at all? Because it says Pascal here threw it.
No, that's a wide receiver.
Oh,
or a running back. I don't remember.
Let me take a look. He's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a throw on this game, so. But yeah, Brissett had really good yards. They didn't really run the ball much. 18 for 44 yards from Marlon Mack, and not really much else. But Watson, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 23 for 34, 308.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. Watson's still really good, but he throws a lot of long bombs, and apparently a lot of them didn't get caught. I don't think. I mean, Hopkins still had 106 and a touchdown. Kenny Stills had 105, but I watched most of that game, and there was just some crap that just didn't go Houston's way, and that's pretty much how they lost it. But
yeah, that the sack that's not a sack.
Yeah, that one.
That
it was an interesting call, and crap that went down.
That's like about 90% of ref calls these days.
Yeah. But that was kind of about it for this. It was still a really fun game to watch. Brissett went off, and the Colts are going to continue to be good, I want to think, because they beat the Chiefs and the Texans, which are the two teams that they really needed to beat for me to think that they were going to be decent in the AFC.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have to play the Patriots this year, so that's their only...
Unless they get to the
in the playoffs.
Yeah. unless they make it that far, because obviously the Pats are going to.
Yeah, obviously the Patriots are going to the AFC title game and probably the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about that.
No, but Texans-Colts was good. This is another good game here, Vikings-Lions. I enjoyed this game a lot.
Yeah.
From what I saw. It was back and forth for most of the game.
It was a fun one.
I like watching the Lions. I don't really know why. I feel like, once again, I've said it the last two now, I feel like they're way better than their record shows.
Oh, they are.
They're 2-3-1. But that division is tough.
It's tough. I don't know what to think of the Vikings. Is my problem.
Because you don't know what Kirk Cousins you're gonna get. That's the thing.
Kirk Cousins he has the highest passer rating in the league right now.
Yeah, I mean,
and it doesn't make any sense because his team 3 weeks ago was just dogging on him.
Well, if you
watch, he was bad.
If you watch all the games, he's had like one really bad game, and that was that game. And then Diggs said what he said, and then he just flipped it and fixed it.
Yeah, and then since then, Stephon Diggs has like 7,000 touchdowns, and
and
he's happy.
He's probably gonna have even more tonight. Thielen's out.
Yeah, Thielen like looked like he almost broke his hand on a touchdown catch.
Yeah, he also like hurt his legs or whatever when he caught that one, and he ran into the wall when he caught his touchdown.
Yeah, he hurt his hand.
Oh, it looked like it was his legs, but
he was. I don't.
He was holding his hand, but
I haven't read anything, so I don't know.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins 24 for 34, 4 touchdowns, 338. Really good game for him. Dalvin Cook 25 for 142 and 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, once again, he's one of the best in the league.
If not the best right now.
Yeah, I would think so. Stephon 7 for 143. Thielen 1 for 25, a touchdown. He still put up fantasy for me because he got the touchdown, so I'm happy about that. Stafford 30 for 45, 364, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Still really, really good. Just interception towards the end was in the end zone, if I recall.
I think so.
And that really turned the game around because there was only like 10 minutes left in the game when that happened, and they were down. But they still played well. Amendola 8 for 105.
Amendola's the GOAT.
Belichick project there. So, but other than that, it was a really good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Both of these teams, hopefully I don't know, the Lions or whatever.
Well, not all 4 teams in the NFC North can make the playoffs.
No, it's just not possible. I don't think the Bears will. I've almost given up on the Bears there, but the Vikings have as good of a chance as anybody. They're 5-2. The Packers are 5-1. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Jaguars Bengals. I didn't catch a lot of this one because the Bengals were playing, so I'm not gonna watch much of it.
Yeah, nobody cares about the Bengals. I don't think Bengals fans care about the Bengals anymore.
They're 0-7. Andy Dalton 22 for 43, 276, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. Andy Dalton numbers.
It's weird. It's funny to think that after like week 4, he led the league in passing yards.
Yeah, because John Ross was playing.
Oh, that's true.
Him being on IR.
Madden God, John Ross.
Yeah. Also, Joe Mixon is garbage if you base it off of what just happened on that game.
What did he do? I
10 rushes for 2 yards.
It's not as bad as Reggie Bush finishing with negative yards.
Yeah.
But like,
it's almost as bad. Andy Dalton had more rushing than anybody on the team. So Bengals are still trash. Minshew, 15 for 32, 255, 1 TD. That wasn't really the story of the game. It's more of Fournette, 29 for 131, because he's Leonard Fournette.
I don't know.
Are you not sold on Fournette? Because I'm sold on Fournette.
Leonard Fournette's overrated, I think.
I mean, it's
maybe not overrated, but like he's not great.
I mean, he's had like almost 30 carries every game, and that's why he looks really good. He had over like 220 like last week or the week before.
Yeah, but like that's I don't know.
He's rushing a lot though.
That's the thing is if you're running the ball a lot, 140 yards.
Not everybody.
What was it?
29 for 131.
That's not great. 29 for 131.
If he's got over 100, I'm okay. A lot of running backs aren't going to be able to do that. I'm just saying.
No, I get it, but like
your Zeke's and your Todd Gurley's probably could, but I don't know. I think Fournette's good. He's the only positive on that team, so that's why he is what he is. But Gardner's 15 for 32. He's less than 50% passing against the Bengals. I don't know how great their defense is, but I can't imagine if it's good if they're 0-7.
Yeah,
they scored 17. But anyways, yeah, that game was whatever. D.D. Westbrook puts up numbers too. DJ Chark did not. Wah for my fantasy, but it is what it is. Jaguars came out with a win. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but hey.
No, it's not Jalen Ramsey, they're not.
Nope, that's for sure. Another You can call it a stinker. It wasn't really that great of a game. Well, it had some excitement to it when I caught parts of it. Cardinals Giants, 27-21. Cardinals. They're 3-1 now.
They won 3 in a row, I think.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's put them back up in a decent spot. They're not going to win that division, but
fuck, absolutely.
But still.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray 14 for 21, 104, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But the story of this game, I would have to say, would have to be Chase Edmonds.
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns, 27 for 126.
Yeah, I picked him up this week just because of that, and I also because my running backs are garbage.
Yeah,
but
the Giants' secondary is awful, but apparently they can't stop the run either. So.
Oh no, their defense is bad.
Oh, I know
it's really bad.
I've known their secondary's been bad for a really long time, but yeah, that's probably the story of this game. Daniel Jones didn't play bad.
I don't think so. I forget what his stat line
Danny
was.
Dimes, 22 for 35, 223, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Well, he also fumbled, I think, once or twice.
He had some mess ups, and that's what. It was the defense that put them ahead towards the end of this game because it was decently even going through most of the quarters. Yeah, it was 17-14 at halftime, and then the Giants didn't score until the fourth quarter again after that. Golden Tate 6 for 80, Barkley 18 for 72 and a touchdown. He did okay in his week back, but I don't think he's 100% yet. He came back a little early, but
yeah, Saquon's not.
I'm happy to start him still.
Oh, I would.
And he was injured again after this game. He was put on injury report, but as far as I know right now, he's healthy again.
Yeah, he's probably just limited.
We shall see. Bills Dolphins. Dolphins are 0-6. Dolphins are still trash.
Are we surprised?
No. Is anyone ever going to be surprised if the Bengals one of these teams is going to win because they play each other week 16.
They could end in a tie.
Oh, that is true. Cardinals and Lions did. So
literally any game can end in a tie.
We will see. But Bills are 5-1. Did you expect the Bills to be coming after your Pats at 5-1? Even though I know
Bills are good.
I don't still. Their defense is good.
Josh Allen's not. Josh
Allen's not trash, but he's not like I'm not 100% sold on him. He's not crazy. He was 16 for 26, 202, 2 TDs.
That's solid.
It's the Dolphins. Fitzpatrick 23 for 35, 282, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's about what you're gonna get out of Fitzpatrick.
Josh Allen's 1,324 yards, 7 touchdowns, 7 picks
in the season so far.
Yeah, and he has 190 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns.
That's not terrible stats. I mean, they're 5-1 for a reason. I'm not doubting them at all. They put 31 up. That defense is something crazy though. So they scored 22 in the fourth quarter.
That's insane.
I think most of that was defense.
The Bills scored a touchdown on an onside kick. They returned an onside kick for a touchdown.
Yes, they did.
I was lit.
I watched that play, and he did like a 360 when he caught the ball and ran it down.
Hyde, he put on a show with that.
Yeah, it was a crazy play.
Pretty baller.
But there's that game, Bills. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
I don't. They got a tough matchup this week. I can't remember who they play, but I will take a look.
They play the Eagles.
Oh yes. I'm still. I don't know how I feel, even though we slaughtered the Eagles.
The Eagles they're one of those teams. They either suck or they're good.
I'm hoping most of the time they suck, and so far I'm getting there. But so we'll get into 325 games here. Titans Chargers 23-20 Titans. These two teams are
Chargers would have won if they fumbled at the goal line to lose the game.
Yep.
I think like 2 or 3 times on the same play.
Yeah. They had that drive lasted forever. Melvin Gordon 16 for 32. That's real bad. So
another team has not won a game since he came back.
Really?
They need to trade him.
They need to start Eckler.
Yeah, just don't play him or get rid of him.
I don't understand why Eckler's good.
Yeah, Eckler's so much better than Melvin Gordon.
As far as like right now, I still don't think Melvin wants to play there. I mean, he's playing, but
he looks like he wants to be there, but they're not good when he's there.
It's some kind of identity crisis or some way of the vibes on the field. It's got to be something between. It's all. I think it's got to be all on him.
Because I don't know what he did in his holdout days, but it didn't work.
I mean, a holdout's never gonna like. It's not. You never know how the players are gonna feel because we just don't know. Most of the time we can kind of figure out how the front office is gonna take it.
Yeah,
which is poorly normally. Because
I mean, the Cowboys seem to hold Zeke's fine.
Well, it's just it fixed itself, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to play in Dallas. I'm biased, but I mean,
what? Yeah, I understand.
Whatever.
You have a crazy owner. Dallas is hot and miserable.
I had a good time. Well, it's in Arlington, so whatever.
Whatever. The Dallas metropolitan area is not great. I assume. I don't
know. I don't live there. But Philip Rivers, 24 for 38, 329, 2 touchdowns. So Melvin Gordon, 16 for 32. Austin Eckler receiving, 7 for 118.
Yeah.
And Hunter Henry, 6 for 97. Once we figure out how we want to do our tight ends, Hunter Henry's definitely one to look out for. So, Titans, Tannehill played this week because Mariota did not play. 23 for 29, 312, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not bad.
That's not bad, but that's also Ryan Tannehill numbers.
Yes. Derrick Henry, 22 for 90. So, I mean, Titans, this game could have gone the other way. These teams, I never know how to pick these teams when they're playing these matchups. I just don't know because the Chargers can't figure out.
The Chargers can't play. They can't be good 2 years in a row.
Or even 2 games in a row. They're just
they almost made the playoffs 2 years ago.
Yeah.
After they started 1-5.
Yeah. So I mean they're 2-5 right now.
And then they went 12-4 last year, and they were good all year.
Yeah.
And now they're 2-5 again, and for them to make the playoffs, they're gonna have to win.
They're in a division where they're pretty far behind already.
Yeah, they're in third.
Are they in third? Is that
they have to be.
They're in fourth.
Because they lost to Denver.
Broncos are 2-5, Raiders 3-3, Chiefs 5-2.
Well, the Chargers and Broncos are both 2-5.
Yeah, I know that. I know, but they're putting them ahead because of tiebreaker.
Yeah, because the Broncos won.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens with these two teams. They're kind of whatever. Ravens, Seahawks, 30-16. Ravens.
It was a fun one.
It was fun to watch. Not what I expected.
I think I picked Seattle.
I did as well. This game was 13-13 at halftime, and then they got outscored 17-3 in the second half. So, Lamar Jackson this week was a running back.
Yeah. Also, I mean, they traded for Marcus Peters, and he had a pick 6, and he had 2 interceptions.
Yeah. Marcus Peters put his work in for the trade.
Jalen Ramsey, on the other hand,
yeah.
I mean, he did fine.
Yeah, they played a crap team, so it didn't really matter.
He had to go up against Julio, though.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, 14 carries for 116. Lamar Jackson numbers right there.
Yeah.
It's really good rushing. It's Lamar Jackson rushing. Mark Ingram was 12 for 46. So, but as far as his passing, 9 for 20, 143, no touchdowns, no interceptions. So starting him this week in fantasy was good for your rushing, really bad for your passing. So I think you still got your bang for your buck. But Russell Wilson, 20 for 41, 241 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. You expect better numbers. Ravens defense is
pretty good.
It's what changed the game in the second half because it was tied.
The Ravens defense is really good.
Yeah, and that's what's winning them this game.
I'm scared because the Patriots play them next week.
Both teams are 5-2. Seahawks are still, I think, a threat in the NFC. I still have them winning this week, but I think they play a trash team. So
I'm pretty sure they play somebody bad.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I think I'm about to pull it. Yeah, Falcons.
yeah, that's gonna be a.
They play the Falcons. I have them winning that one, but Carson, 21 for 65 and his rushing. Not a whole lot of crazy passing here. DK Metcalf had 53. Josh Brown, 60. Tyler Lockett at 61. But it wasn't really how I expected it. But I'm not crazy surprised because the Ravens are good. I still think they're gonna win that division and be pretty good. But
yeah, I can't. I'm excited to see them play the Patriots next week.
Is it week 9?
Yeah, it's next week.
Okay. Saints Bears. Saints are 6-1, 36-25.
Did not expect that.
I think I had the Saints winning.
I think I picked the Bears.
But Teddy Bridgewater, pay your backup. It's working. He's
good.
They haven't lost a game with Bridgewater.
No. The Bears need a quarterback.
They need to trade for somebody really bad.
I've heard rumors of Cam.
I have as well,
but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's too much money.
I don't know.
I don't know who else
But how long can Cam sit the bench with Kyle Allen before he just gets so ego-stricken and
if they don't trade him now, they're gonna trade him in the offseason, I think.
Yeah, I think he's gonna want to get gone if they decide to keep Kyle Allen, which I would keep Kyle Allen. Because they play much better with him on the field.
I don't know if they've played a good team with Kyle Allen on. They play some. Oh, they play.
They played like the.
They play the 49ers this week.
That's true.
And Kyle Allen, he's gonna lose.
Yeah, that defense is crazy. So
the 49ers defense is too good, and Kyle Allen is gonna throw his first interception.
Yeah,
if not 2 or 3.
Yeah, he's like 5-0 as a starter, or no, he's not 5-0 as a starter. God, that's Bridgewater. But he's 4-0 as a starter, I think. Did they win this week?
Yeah, well, he started a game last year and won.
So he's 5-0 overall as a starter. But I don't know if they're going to trade. Trubisky was 34 for 54, 251, 2 touchdowns. He didn't play, like, terrible, but...
He did play terrible, but they,
Nothing else happened.
Mitch Trubisky sucks.
He passed 54 times. 54.
Yeah, they don't run the ball.
No.
David Montgomery got me negative points.
2 carries for 6 yards. Cohen was 3 for 10.
Yeah, David Montgomery, he also fumbled.
I had Allen Robinson started this week, so I'm cool with that, but... Khalil Mack had 8 tackles. So, I don't know.
Their defense is still really good.
It's good, but I don't know.
Letting Teddy Bridgewater put 36
Put 36 on him, man. I don't know. That Saints defense is pretty good, too. So, I didn't even see the Latavius Murray ran for 119 and 2 TDs, but he did. 27 carries. And then Bridgewater was 23 for 38, 281, 2 touchdowns. They played an all-around game, no mess-ups.
It was a good game.
Bridgewater just doesn't have to mess up, and Latavius Murray went off, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's talk that Drew Brees is going to come back this week.
Yeah. Michael Thomas also had 131.
Yeah.
9. Which, he's going to do that no matter who's throwing him the ball, because that's just how good Michael Thomas is.
They say that about DeAndre Hopkins, and did you see who we had throwing him the ball his first, 4 years in the league?
Yeah.
It was bad.
I know. But Bridgewater knows what he's supposed to do. Pass to Thomas, don't pass to anybody else, and run the ball some. That's what he does. He just doesn't screw up. And Breeze is going to be back either this week or the week after, so...
I've read that he wants to come back this week.
I don't think he should. I think they have a bye next week, week 9. So he needs to hold out to week 10 because they're 6-1. Why even risk it?
He's old and wants to play.
I know. He'll be fine. Go ahead.
Also, I don't know if I'm the Saints if I put Drew Brees in.
I don't know.
It's a tough decision to make.
It's a tough call. I feel like Sean Payton's smart enough to know that Brees needs to hold out, even if he's like...
Well, not even that. It's just when Brees is healthy, what do you do? If Teddy Bridgewater still hasn't lost a game?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, you mean when Brees comes back?
Is that... What did I say?
I don't know.
Well, no. Yeah, when Brees is fully healthy...
He's gonna...
Okay, but why would you ruin what you have? Why would you not ruin, sorry.
Because it's Drew Brees.
Okay,
I don't know.
But, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if I would want to take the risk if I was a coach. Teddy Bridgewater's doing great.
Yeah.
Why would you risk it and potentially... You'd have to change, you have to change your game plan because Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Brees are 2 totally different players.
They're completely different quarterbacks, and there's completely different, game plans because it's Teddy Bridgewater, just don't die because we don't have anybody else until Brees comes back, and Brees is just you're the star quarterback, we need you back. But I don't think they expected to win every single game until Brees comes back, which is also why they're winning games.
Yeah, it's Teddy Bridgewater's playing really well. They beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was 12-10. That's a boring game, but they still won.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater still won. That was his first start, too, I think.
Yeah, against a tough team. It's a tough team. I don't care. They're 4-3. It's a tough team. It's Cowboys. And at the time, we were undefeated, I'm pretty sure.
But they lost to the Jets.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm
They
aware.
lost to Sam Darnold.
It's gonna be okay.
He saw ghosts.
I know.
He has a sixth sense.
I don't understand that game, and I don't want to talk about it. I'll never understand it. It also shows me how much better the Pats are than the Cowboys.
Either that or just how, Belichick watched highlights from that game or something and was like,
we need to...
Good God, the Jets are good. And then he just, game planned way too hard and made Sam Darnold look like a middle schooler.
Yeah, Sam Darnold looked really... I didn't even watch most of that game because I looked at it and it was the first quarter and it said 21-0.
Yep.
And I said, I don't even need to watch this game to know what the outcome is going to be. I said they're probably going to score about 35 and they're probably going to shut out the Jets.
And they did.
And that's exactly what happened.
It was great. It was a great 60 minutes.
But the next game in this one... Sunday Night Football.
Ooh, it's a fun one.
Cowboys-Eagles. So, as I told last week, I went to this game. I sat really high up, about 10 rows from the top.
I think when we saw the Chiefs and the Patriots play, we were like 2 rows from the top of Arrowhead, and it was odd. It was fun, but
yeah, it's different there. There's not a bad seat in the house here at AT&T Stadium. There's really not. I'm not being biased at all.
I can see that.
The giant screen was there. It was fine. I tried not to look at it because I can watch that at my house. If I'm going all the way there and paying the money, I want to look at the field.
Yeah.
I had to keep reminding my father to do that. He lost his voice within the first quarter.
Of course.
Which was fine. The defense looked incredible. I don't know why they couldn't stop Robert Quinn. They couldn't stop anybody. They couldn't stop Jordan Lewis either. I don't know. The defense looked insanely good. Michael Bennett is also on the Cowboys now, so
we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, we can add that in, but they traded for a 7th rounder. Michael Bennett's there now. I don't know. My dad said, now if only he will shut up and play football. But that's my father. It's accurate.
It is accurate, but Michael Bennett also... The whole reason he's not in New England anymore is because he got suspended by the Patriots on Monday. So he couldn't play because he argued with them about his role on the team.
Because he didn't have one.
Which obviously, when you're a 30-year-old... He's 33, I think.
Mm-hmm. He's getting up there.
Defensive end, who's on his 5th team...
Well,
he's on his 3rd team in a little over a year.
He's been passed around since the Eagles got rid of him and the Patriots got rid of him. Well, the Patriots got him back. Didn't they have him before, or is this the first time?
They had Martellus Bennett. Oh. His brother.
Oh, well, same thing.
No, because he plays tight end.
I know. I think he played for the Cowboys.
He also did play for the Cowboys at some point.
But that trade's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Kind of. It'll help. I think it'll help our defense more than it would. The Pats didn't need him. The Pats defense is insane without him.
Oh yeah, no, they're fine without him.
It could help with us.
Fine.
It's a bunch of linebackers, so we can. It helps the rotation more than anything.
Yeah,
on my team.
That's what I read on Twitter.
Yeah, I think that's what Schefter said when I was looking at it earlier. He helps the rotation a lot because we got Robert Quinn, D-Law, and there's a bunch of others, and it just helps the rotation a lot. He may not play that well, but if he does if he does okay and he doesn't become a problem in the locker room, God forbid.
Nah, Jerry will cut him.
I would hope. You never know with him. He likes to sign people that are troubled. So
that's his thing. That's why he hasn't won a Super Bowl in his lifetime.
Shout out to AB. We'd like to see you around. Not really, because we're fine. But
even though the Patriots are probably going to cut Josh Gordon, we'll take Antonio Brown back any day now.
Are they really going to cut him though?
Oh, they're 100.
He's just on IR.
Yeah, but he's healthy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He's not. Once he gets cleared, medically cleared. They're gonna cut him because he does not want to be there.
Why not? Where would he rather go?
Anywhere that doesn't tell him that he didn't even know he was getting put on IR. They didn't tell him.
Oh, they didn't. I didn't even know.
Well, allegedly, the NFL Instagram account posted Josh Gordon on IR, and he commented just interesting on it as he didn't know.
Yeah, but I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, so the rumors that he is about to come back from his injury, and the Patriots are just well, we have Sanu now.
That is true. They did sign Sanu.
And they have their first-round wide receiver on IR that's probably going to come back soon. So
yeah.
And Josh Gordon is not 100% healthy.
When did the rookie go on IR?
Before the season, so he can come back anytime.
He can come back anytime. It's 8 weeks.
He can come back.
That's the thing with Josh Gordon, too, is he wouldn't be available to come back till week 16, 17, which is just season's over.
Yeah,
so.
But, if he goes to any team that's not the Patriots. The Patriots can cut him.
If he goes to another team, does the IR just...
No, yeah, it doesn't exist. If he gets medically cleared, he can play.
Yeah.
It's just the Patriots, for whatever reason, we're we're going to put you on IR. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but...
No. But yeah, that was the other trade that we hadn't thought about before, was the Sanu trade.
They did that after they slaughtered the Jets on Monday Night
right after. They're Belichick's
It was I woke up Tuesday morning, and it was Patriots trade from Mahomes. I was all right, tight.
It was 6:30 that it went off.
Yep. Belichick stayed up all night.
He said, we won by 33, but...
Offense still sucks.
I wanted to win by more. I don't know.
The Patriots would beat... They've played 3 games where they've outscored opponents I think 99-3.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous.
It's the most points they've allowed is 14.
Yeah. Which was the Jets the first time.
The Jets and the Giants scored 14 on them too.
Oh yeah, they did.
But I think the Bills scored 10 and the Steelers scored 3.
The Bills might have scored like 13. I don't remember.
It was 16-10.
Was it? Okay, well.
I looked at it earlier today.
Oh, okay.
And then they shut out the Dolphins and the Jets.
Yeah. I thought they were going to shut out the Jets the first time. I'm not surprised they did it the second time.
Their defense still didn't get scored on that game. It's because they put in a rookie quarterback because they were up by too much. He threw a pick 6, and they also got a punt blocked.
Yeah.
So
it's looking good once Brady falls.
Looking great. I'm so excited for Brady to retire.
They'll get somebody else. But we got off a little bit of track. Cowboys-Eagles. Fun game. I'm pretty sure it was like 14-0 after the first quarter. If I remember right, there was 5 turnovers maybe. I don't remember.
I didn't watch it.
I was there obviously, but you don't keep track of the stats as much when you're there. It's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different experience.
Because normally I'm watching. I was happy. I told my dad before that I was like, I don't have to listen to Chris Collinsworth this week at all. If I don't want to, I won't hear him. So
that's true. Well,
I don't like him.
Well, I don't like him either, but I guess you don't hear him.
No, I didn't hear him at all. Not once. Just all the announcers and everybody else going like crazy. But it was like 14-0 after the first. I think they had 3 fumbles and 1 interception in total for the Eagles. And there was also a pass to Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah.
That got talked about a lot. I thought he was going to run that in for a touchdown as soon as I saw it go out. And then I realized that he just didn't catch it. And I was like, well, Carson Wentz must have overthrew it. And then I see the replay like 4 times. And I realize he just didn't want it.
Yeah.
The way it looked, I thought it was a catchable ball when I saw it go out there. And then he didn't catch it. And then there was a bunch of crap about Alshon Jeffrey not really trying. I mean, they were down by a lot. I didn't expect them to lose 37-10, but Cowboys haven't lost a division game. They're 4-3. They've beat the Dolphins in the division. Each game, we've played 1 game in the division. We've won all those. Yes, we've lost to the Jets. I don't care. Yes, we've lost to the Saints and the Packers.
You lost to 2 good teams and then the Jets.
And then the Jets.
But you also haven't beaten a quote-unquote good team.
Good team, no. We lost to the Saints and the Packers. I'm feeling a little bit better going into the bye this week because of the Eagles game.
Who do they play next week?
Play the Vikings.
Ooh.
In Arlington.
That might be it.
No, we play Giants. Sorry, my brain. We play Giants, and then we play the Vikings.
Still iffy.
Stop. No.
Still iffy. Daniel Jones might shred that Cowboys defense, man.
Who did the Giants play this? I mean, we'll go over the Giants in the review, but in the review, but I don't know who they play.
I also know who they play.
Oh, no. But
all right, game of the week: Patriots-Jets.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll do my final thoughts on this Cowboys game just because I was there.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was really fun. There was a lot of stupid Eagles fans, the Cowboys fans. It felt really good. Don't ever go to a Cowboys game as the away team, especially if they're slaughtering.
Honestly, don't go to any game if you're a fan of the away team.
No, just don't. It's not fun, especially in Arlington, as you can imagine.
Especially Arrowhead's bad, too.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Chiefs fans are ridiculous.
They're the worst type of people.
Us Cowboys fans are really bad, too, but when you're
Cowboys fans are second to worst.
But when you're a part of it, it's awesome. So the Eagles fans kept getting yelled at. There was an Eagles fan that was pretty close to us so Cowboys had these like pull things that like they were rolled up, but if you pulled them out, they said like Cowboys Nation or something like that. They were little squirrels. This guy bought 5 or 6 of them. Eagles fan. He bought 5 or 6 of them just so he could punch through them at the game.
That's awesome.
That's what he said.
That's hilarious.
And he had a Super Bowl Nick Foles jersey on.
Of course.
And he kept getting up every time something bad would happen to the Eagles.
Yeah.
And just like start talking crap the whole time, and there was a bunch of Cowboys fans that were yelling at him, and it was hilarious. And then he tried to punch one of them out, and he couldn't do it. He had another friend holding him up for him, and he punched it like a bunch of times, and he couldn't get it. And it just looked sad. And then all the Eagles fans left early, and it was awesome. But that stadium's ridiculous. I bought a big ass cowboy hat that looks ridiculous.
Yeah, that thing looks stupid.
It's funny. I'm gonna wear it every week. Because I haven't lost. We haven't lost with it on.
Jesus Christ.
So, but I know there's probably not a lot of Cowboys fans that listen to it, but I recommend going to a game, especially a Sunday night football game. It's more fun when it's the only game going on at that time. So the whole world's watching, at least the NFL world. So it's really fun.
All of America.
Yes, watching America's team, of course. Not the Patriots.
Well, it's not Patriots. Whatever.
Anyways, the game was really good. I recommend going to it. I can't say enough about it. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I already have, but it was awesome. It's the first NFL game I've been to, and I want to go to more now. It was awesome. I loved it. So
NFL games are fun. When you get to see your team win.
Yeah, especially slaughter a division team. NFL games are a blast.
The only time I ever went was Patriots getting their asses kicked by the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It was a disaster, and I hated myself.
If you ever go to a Foxborough game, is Foxborough ever dome? Did they ever?
Nope.
Dang, that's really
have a dome.
Yeah.
No, it's open.
That's what I thought. That's the only thing that sucks. Cowboys always have a dome. So
I don't understand because they're in Dallas.
The weather's good most of the time.
What do you need a dome for?
It was a little chilly that day, but once you got in there, all 91,000 of us, it was real hot.
I'm sure it was real warm in there.
It was.
When you go to like Arrowhead when there's no dome and it's snowing, I'm sure it'll be real warm out there.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. So, Patriots Jets. I didn't watch much of this. You watched the whole thing start to finish, I'm sure.
Yep.
I don't remember what I was watching, but I don't remember what I was doing on Monday. But how was the game?
It was great. Tom Brady. Tom Brady didn't actually look that great, I don't think.
31 for 45, 249, 1 TD, 1 interception.
Yep. That's about it.
Sony Michel, 19 for 42.
Sony Michel had 3 rushing touchdowns. I remember that.
Defense.
The defense had 3 interceptions and a fumble.
1 sack. 4 interceptions.
4, yeah.
Yeah. That's about, yeah.
Yeah, it was
a slaughter is really what it was.
Well, that's what every Patriots game this year has been. There has not been the closest game has been like 6 points.
The offense is...
And that was the Bills.
Yeah. It's that defense, man. That offense isn't like crazy good. It really isn't.
No, the offense is not good.
Brady's putting up like average numbers. He's getting old. He still is doing it. He's not screwing up. He's doing what he was supposed to.
The GOAT.
He threw a pick. I didn't see it, but
he's thrown like 4 or 5 picks this year.
That's not that bad.
No, considering Baker Mayfield's thrown 11.
Yeah.
And 5 touchdowns. Yeah, no. I'm not worried.
I think the Pats have do they have 18 picks or was that going into that game?
They had 18 going.
Or was it after?
No, they had 15 going into the game, and then they had 4. So they're at 19.
Maybe, yeah, something like that.
And no other team has 10.
I can't. No, I figured that much.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't know.
They also, I think, going into this game, led the league in sacks.
Probably they had 1 in this game, but they had 4 picks. So I don't even know. McCourty had 1. Brooks, Harmon,
yeah,
and Gilmore.
Yep. Gilmore, the best corner in football.
Best corner in football. McCourty putting himself out there as one of the best defensive players I've seen.
Devin McCourty is really good at the age of 32.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got
He's going off, man. This McCourty
he's always been really, really good, but this year he's
having
something happened.
That defense, I've never even known the Patriots defense to be crazy good, and
it's always been garbage.
Yeah, that's true. They've always
they always
had to put up 40.
They always start the year off with their defense allowing 45 points a game.
And the most they've allowed now is 14.
Yeah, now they average allowing 6.9 points a game.
That's insane.
And they've only had 1 passing touchdown thrown on them all year.
I think it was it Darnold?
No, it was.
Was it Rosen?
No, it was Daniel Jones. Which is even funnier.
Yeah. No, that defense that's gonna be Peyton Manning and the Broncos. Von Miller taking them to the Super Bowl.
Well, except Peyton Manning except Tom Brady's not throwing 9 touchdowns and 18 picks and getting benched for Brock Osweiler.
No, he's
with
not.
A fake injury.
No, they can't risk benching Tom Brady.
Oh, absolutely not. If they put Jarrett Stidham in, they might lose the rest of rest of the year.
Exactly.
No offense to Stidham, but he's not that great.
He had 2 rushes for -2 yards.
That's fine. He had 2 rushing touchdowns against the Giants. I'm cool with it.
Sony Michel had 42, but he had 3 TDs.
Yeah, and they were all at the goal line.
They're all goal line, I figure, yeah. So, yeah, the Patriots are continuing to be good. They're probably going to go 16-0. I don't even remember who they play this week.
They play Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. And Jarvis Landry has guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, well, that's not happening because they have to go to New England where the Patriots don't lose. Tom Brady's lost, not a lot of home games.
They guaranteed a win in Foxborough.
Yeah, he's a moron.
Come on, dude.
No offense.
Jarvis Landry's one of the best wide receivers on that team, but You got Baker Mayfield at QB. You're not winning games. No offense. Well, all offense to Baker Mayfield. You suck.
Because you suck, right?
You suck, dude. You're bad.
You're bad.
If anything, you'll learn from today. Baker's trash.
Baker Mayfield, quit doing Hulu ads and ads just in general, and start focusing on football. You moron.
I liked those stadium ads at first, but since you're not playing well and not giving OBJ what he deserves, which is fantasy points.
Yeah, please.
For both of us, really.
Yeah, I hate you.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, Freddie Kitchens, start Odell Beckham at quarterback this week.
Go ahead. He's got a mean spiral. I'm telling you.
Just do it.
He's thrown like one of those trick plays that they had this year, and it should have been caught. It looked beautiful.
This could be the week where two wide receivers start quarterback. Patriots start Mohamed Sanu at quarterback, or Edelman. Both of them played quarterback in college.
Edelman's like the same size as Kyler Murray.
Yeah, except I think Edelman can see over his O-line.
Yeah,
maybe barely, but
he's like 5'8", 5'9", though.
I think Edelman's like 5'10", 5'11".
That's like my dad throwing a quarterback. Where you? Well, you're like 6 something. So.
I'm like 6'2" or 6'3".
That's ridiculous. I'm not.
You're like 5'8". on a good day.
Yeah, I'm like 5'5" on a good day. But that's pretty much how that game went. I was talking about the Cowboys game a bunch, but I'm gonna look at the stats real quick and at least go over those since I did with all the other games. Dak 21 for 27, 239, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The interception was stupid. Shouldn't have happened, but he throws at least like one a game. He didn't screw up though that much. He had a really good game. Elliott 22 for 111 yards. He's looked good all year. I'd like to see Pollard get more involved as a Cowboys player because you can't just run Zeke into the ground. You just can't because it's gonna be Gurley all over again. I don't want that.
Or Saquon.
Yeah. But he had 22 for 111. Amari Cooper, no touchdowns. I think he should have had 1, but he didn't. 5 for 106, though. So he played really well there. Michael Gallup did okay to get involved. Blake Jarwin, 1 reception for 1 touchdown.
For 1 yard.
It was in the end zone. I watched it. It was cool. But overall, their offense played just about as good as they had to. It was more of talking about the defense in that game. That defense played really well, but it was also a lot of gimmies because those fumbles. There was like 3 fumbles and 1 pick. The pick was just a bad throw, and the fumbles were just bad fumbles because Carson Wentz isn't that good. Biased opinion, but he's not.
He's I read a stat that like when he's healthy, I think the Eagles have a losing record. I don't remember what the exact stat was.
They need to get Nick Foles back.
Yeah, they need to trade for Big Dick Nick again.
Super Bowl MVP, Big Dick Nick. Big Dick Nick, you know what I mean.
Or they trade for Gardner, his backup.
Oh, yes. That might not be a terrible idea.
That'd be funny.
Not a lot of receiving on that team, though. They did only score 10. The 1 touchdown was to Goddard. It was a pretty good throw.
Dallas, go there.
Yes. He scored in Dallas. Arlington, Dallas. 4 for 69 yards. Jordan Howard, 11 for 50. Carson Wentz, 16 for 26, 191, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So yeah, that's week 7. It went the way that we wanted our teams to go. My Cowboys are going into the bye, so no game this week. Can't lose. It's always
also can't win.
No, but you can't lose, and that's always a plus for me.
The Dolphins probably lost on their bye week.
Yes, I think they did.
The Bengals will probably lose.
They probably will as well. I don't know who doesn't play besides the Cowboys.
The Ravens are the only other team.
Yes, the Ravens.
That's it.
Rip my fantasy.
Yeah, same. I had to pick up a bunch of garbage players this week.
No Lamar, no Mark Ingram for me.
No Marquise Brown.
No Mark Andrews, tight end over there. He's putting up numbers too.
The only tight end in the NFL putting up numbers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because nobody else does.
Will Dissly was for Seattle
until he tore his Achilles.
Yeah. But anyways,
yeah, we don't live in the air anymore with Gronk and Graham and.
Well, Jimmy Graham's still there, but he's not. He's not Seattle Jimmy or New Orleans Jimmy Graham.
Or Seattle, or the end of Seattle Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. But yeah, that's week 7. We're gonna try and get this posted. Well, we'll see when I get this posted. But we try to get week 7 out of the way. It was a pretty good week. We're gonna try and keep doing these the rest of the year. We'll have opposite times where we're gonna get this one done, and it'll probably be about this long, and then we're gonna get the recap or the review up. I want to try and get it up soon. So be looking out for this review. Well, you'll see what the review when it comes out, but be looking out for the recap coming soon. So we're looking forward to week 8. So it's been me and
Seth,
and we'll see you guys for the recap or the review.